No? Maybe not?
Nope. We're picking something up today for a friend of ours, and you may know him. This is going to be one of the sweetest units I've ever got to see, so I'm really excited for it. Let's roll the intro and then get into it.
Hey folks, welcome back. Mainville UTV and Outdoors. Took a little road trip this morning. I'm meeting up with Trevor and Lynn from DirtyLife.ca. They're one of our major sponsors, and he said he's picking up a brand new machine today, so I didn't want to miss the opportunity of checking this thing out. We're going to see it in a minute, but right now at Black's Corners, we're taking a look at all things Polaris. They do a lot of sales here. I think they're top 10 in Canada, #1 in Ontario, something like that. So there's a lot of goodies around here. We are being careful, of course. We're distancing ourselves, and we're not going anywhere where I normally would go, like inside the storefront. But we still have an opportunity to check out a really cool machine, and we're gonna get onto that, take some beauties, tell you guys a little bit about what he bought, and yeah, let's go take a look.
Barbary from Black's Corners Motorsports. I'm the main sales guy here. This is your new Razor XP Pro Series. Biggest, baddest unit the Polaris has ever built. Black's Corners started in '89. Okay, it's when this company started down here. In 2001, we moved to this location. Okay, then we rebuilt this with an old cash bay build. 5 techs out back. 3 guys on the parts counter. We stock a very large inventory of parts and accessories. We are the largest ATV dealer in Canada with Polaris. Okay, and one salesman.
What did you guys buy?
So it was time to upgrade from the 900. We love the Polaris, big Polaris fans always, and the 900 has had lots of little electrical gremlins, so it was just time to do something a little bit different. We've worked with Blacks a little bit, and I was sending them an invoice, and they told me they had a Pro XP here, and it happened to be the one that Lynn and I were talking about, and which is the red in the Ultimate Edition, which has got the GPS and sound system, and what I was really after was the dynamic suspension. So 24 hours later, we had pretty much figured out that this was the unit for us, and they made it really easy for us. Blacks was great. We've been hearing from one of our customers, Phil Parks, about Blacks for quite a while, and we wanted to give them a try now that Powell's isn't a Polaris dealer anymore. And so we came up here today, and it's exactly what I wanted, exactly what we were hoping for. This will be our trail machine now. We wanted something that we could rely on for doing like big long day trips, 200-kilometer day kind of things, and still be comfortable. So with all the extra storage, the harnesses, the 6-point harnesses are nice because you don't get the rub on your shoulder that the regular shoulder strap was giving us in the 900. You're always kind of messing around with that. From a suspension standpoint, you know, having something that could go through the different terrain that we would go through in a day, from, you know, the rail trails to some of the off-road to the technical trails. This was it.
So all that's fine and dandy, but what do you think, Lynn?
I'm excited to go for a ride in it. I'm excited to go for a ride and not worry about if it's going to start again, or the noises it makes, or if we're going to have to be towed home by somebody else.
You got a little bit of reliability again, but the old machines, you're keeping it, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
we're
yeah.
keeping the 900.
So this may be the new flagship, but she's still good.
That's right. The other one's got 10,000 kilometers, and they've been hard kilometers on it. So we'll continue to keep it for that purpose, keep it in the mud, and this one just won't see the mud.
I better see some jumps. You ready for jumps, Lynn?
That's why Lynn wanted this one, is for the jumps.
Yeah.
That's what it's for, right? Is jumps?
Right.
That's what that button's for?
That's what the red button's for.
That's the big oopsie?
Jump. That's the jump now button.
So why'd you guys buy it in Mainville ATV colors?
Because we knew that you'd want to borrow it, and we didn't want to clash with your machine.
Oh, don't tell anyone. It's a Polaris. It is the Dirty Life colors. We were talking about that earlier. This thing is this thing's intense. It's got more features than a base model truck.
Yeah, it is. It's nice to have all of that. It's nice to see the machines going that direction. Like to have GPS and AM/FM stereo and Bluetooth.
That was really confusing. When you turned it on and the music started pumping, I'm like, whoa, copyright.
But that's where it's all going, right? I mean, you look at the cockpit and like it's got a console, and inside the console it's got 12-volt source for USB, so you can put your phones in there. It's all sealed.
Sure.
It's just it's a whole different experience, and we wanted to have something that that had all the features and stuff in it. This was just Polaris has really stepped up their game with this one. It's nice to know that this is the new platform that they're coming out with, and that this is the direction that everybody's going to be going, because everybody's going to have to follow suit soon.
This thing is it's just every time you look at it you find something you didn't see.
Yeah.
I'm one of those guys that likes to claim I'm observant, but like every time I circle this thing, which has been like 2 hours now, I just see more and more and more. There's a lot.
Yeah.
Was it comfortable when you took it for a quick spin?
Yeah, it's hard to say, in a parking lot.
Yeah.
But it is like it's set on the super soft settings right now, and so it just everything is, there's no rigidity. When you hit the little potholes and stuff, it doesn't jar you.
You're gonna need some seat time and figure yourself out and
seat time.
take a trail ride, pack your stuff, see how it all fits.
Yeah.
But the one thing I did notice is when you first started it up, the dynamic suspension adjusted immediately and your nose dived.
Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was pretty cool. I'll see if I can get that on video. But yeah, dude, that's a lot. It's a beast. Like those shocks have got to be like a meter tall.
Yeah.
There's just so many parts to it. One thing I did notice as a mechanic always looking at maintenance items is the turbo location's a lot easier than some other models I was looking at, and the sales guy was saying that this whole back piece just kind of comes out.
The way it works is there's 2 bolts here, 2 here, and this whole bed, all of this whole thing comes out, and so you have access to the entire top of the motor from here just by pulling this out. So those 4 bolts, and you've got access to the whole top of the motor. It's great. Another thing that I like about this that they've done that they didn't have on the 900, so it was a great idea, is they would put all of the access holes for, I don't know, whatever they are, the accessory holes in the bed, but then anytime you got mud and stuff, it would go through the bed onto the top of the motor.
Right.
And so this now is sealed except for holes at the back, so they drain it at the back of the bike instead of on top of the motor.
Smart.
And just all those little things. Oh, look at the backup camera right there.
Backup
just
camera.
all the little features, right? That, like you say, you don't see them on other side-by-sides, and that's what was interesting about this for us.
What was your first impressions on the visibility? When you first hopped in it, I know you were looking around, you're getting adjusted to a lot of the surroundings.
So the first thing I noticed on this one, even over the 900, is that when I looked out to the front, I can see the front tire, and I can see the front of the front tire, and I can't on the 900.
This has a 65-inch width?
64-inch. I think that the 900 is a 60-inch.
Okay.
But of course we've got aftermarket wheels, so that changes.
It's creeping up on the width,
yeah.
On the other
They're
machine?
pretty close. They'll be pretty close to the same width. We'll know when we get it loaded on the trailer how close they are, because I know what the other one's like.
I know I've been seeing these carnivores everywhere, and some people have really good opinions of them, but I'll have to see these in use for myself.
Yeah, we've had quite a few inquiries about them this year. They seem like a nice looking tire. You know, I'm a bit of a fan of the Moto Claws, so I think that's what we'll have on this very soon. We'll probably go to the Moto Claws on this and put the Moto Havocs on the 900.
I do like my Moto Claws big time.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a lot, and it's exciting, and you guys got a great deal on it. You guys are happy, and it's just so shiny.
Yeah.
But it's
always fun. You just, you know, hopefully we get the same reliability that we had in the 900 with this one. And the 900 was bulletproof for the first 4 years, but then it's just over, you know, it just got to the point where wires were breaking, and, you know, just in the harnesses, because they rub forever and there's dirt and crap in there, and it just wears.
Eventually you get little gremlins over the years,
It just happens. And again, I love the 900. It's still, you know, I still look at it every day, and I love looking at it. I love the way it's set up, but it's just not reliable for what we want to do anymore.
And knowing you guys, within a year, this thing's going to be completely different.
Yeah, actually, so lots of parts come in from different suppliers right now. We've got some high lifter stuff, some super ATV stuff, MBRP exhaust going on this one, and yeah. So there's by the weekend there'll be lots of stuff lined up for it.
I'm sure you've already been looking.
Yeah.
Do you trust him?
Oh yeah.
You got a lot of faith, Lynn. You're a nice lady.
I know more about the parts now than I ever have, so.
You've been doing a lot of work at the shop, I hear.
He actually tells me what he's ordering and what we're getting. And
that's mighty nice of him, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's basically the same relationship Cass and I have.
Yeah.
I did a thing, Cass, so okay.
Yeah.
I trust you, okay. But thanks for showing me. Thanks for inviting me out. Black's Corners was very, very good about this whole process, and we all kept our distance. We're all very happy. Everything was very professional, and they let us take a look around. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and you guys will see this thing soon. So just keep your eyes peeled. We'll see you guys next time.